Hello everyone, it is Ken Chrysler here, and welcome to another episode of CTL. We got a great one for you, another Rumble Spots edition. We are going to have two six-mans tonight to determine who's going to be spotted where in the Rumble. So two big matches. It's going to really count for these 12 contenders. And honestly, we don't, for this particular Rumble, we don't know if we're going to have 30. I think we are. But we could see some people get involved that aren't usually involved. But this is the smallest roster of the three. So we'll see how this stacks up. I mean, usually the first one eliminated is going to fall anywhere between 2 and 6. But it may be a different case if we end up doing a 20-man. But I don't think we're going to. I think it's going to be a 30-man. But we'll have to see. I mean, we're going to have a big night tonight, and Unsubscribe and Die is going to be in action against the champion and the number one contender. So that is going to be a fight, because the champion and the number one contender have both been victims of the group, and now Devin has joined the group. We don't know who else is going to join Unsubscribe and Die also. There could be other subs involved. They could bring back the old band. There's multiple members of this group. There's multiple versions of this group. So we don't know what's going to happen yet. But we are going to have two six-man matches, and then the champion, the contender, is going to take on Charlie Bronson and Devin, who is the newest member of that faction. He left the Bandit Club, and now he has joined the infamous Unsubscribe and Die. And yeah, it's going to be a big night tonight. And basically how Rumble Spots goes is whoever gets eliminated first is going to land anywhere from 2 to 6. To get eliminated second, you're going to land anywhere from, no, it'd be 2 to 5. And the second person would be 6 to 10. Third person, 11 to 15, and it goes on. The winner will get a spot between 26 and 29. So they still won't get third. That will be at random. And if you're not participating in Rumble Spots, you can land anywhere. You could be number 1, you could be number 30. But this is kind of a good thing, because if you win, you have a good chance of winning it all. So it's a big deal. And also, if you come in second place, you got a good shot. But we've seen people win at number 1 or number 2 or number 3. It is a possibility. It's just not as likely. But boy, would it be, it would definitely be shocking and rememberable if you did win like that. But I wouldn't recommend it. And of course, we got Dan here, we got William, we got Styles, John, Crimson, Brian. Got a lot of OGs here. And it'll be the same way with the other match. Since we are running low on roster people here, whoever loses the main belt or gains the main belt, whoever the loser is of that match, will probably be in the first 5 of that Rumble. So they'll still get another shot, but like I said, it's going to be very unlikely. Usually we don't put the person in because we don't want them to win, because that would be another rematch. So if Okada would beat Luke Razorblade, and then he would be anywhere between 1 and 5 probably. Well, Luke would, and it'd be vice versa. So that way, at least they don't have a chance of probably winning, because they're getting their shot at the Rumble. And if they win that match, they're going to main event WrestleMania. So that's going to be a big match, because we're getting closer to the end of the season here. And we're going to have 3 big fights tonight, so I don't think we're going to have a promo, unfortunately, because we have 3 giant fights. We're going to kick off with 2 six-mans here. And, yeah. And then next week, there'll be the minor titles will be defended. So the tag titles will be defended next week. Look at Crimson going for the pin here. Trying to get William out first. No luck there. And look at Crimson throwing in some strikes. And William with the DDT there. And Ryan, what a counter. We got a lot of former champions here that would love to get their hands on that title again. John, Ryan. Ryan just lost the title. Of course, he could win the Rumble. That's a possibility. He can't have a rematch clause. And, Dan has already been eliminated. So Dan is going to be the first one out of here. Look at Styles here. Got a good move in on Crimson. And of course, there is no alliances tonight, except for the champion and the #1 contender, who have, as much as they do not like each other, they have a common enemy. They've been attacked by Unsubscribe and Die twice now. The champion was attacked at the pay-per-view, and the #1 contender was attacked last week. And look at this double choke slam. John and Crimson working together. John going for the pin. And no point. Well, I almost said a point. It's not a point system. It's an elimination system here. I'm getting very confused. Look at William and Ryan battling here. We are down to 5. Dan was eliminated first, and we're about to see who's going to get eliminated second here. Look at William there with a good combo. And doesn't even get a chance. The ref's really moving slow. I don't know what his deal is. He needs to move faster. You don't pay him just to, lay around and be lazy. Crimson with a knee to Styles. And look, he's going on the attack. Styles slams Crimson's head. And now going for the pin. And a kick out there by Crimson. And Styles throwing in some shots to the face. Wow, what a move there by Styles. The athleticism. And William trying to get a pin. And Ryan kicks out. So yeah, these two six-man matches are going to be huge. Because it kind of will lay out where everyone's going to fall. Well, at least 12 out of 30 people. Or 12 out of 20 perhaps. I think we're going to be able to pull 30. I think we'll be able to pull 30. We may bring some people over from other brands and just stick them in the bottom 10. Who knows? I don't know how it's going to work. This is the brand that is going to have the biggest issues. So we could bring some people from the other roster over. It's a possibility. And of course, you're only going to get two matches. You're going to get that Giant Rumble, and you're going to get Luke Razorblade versus Okada, which is going to be a masterpiece. Those two fighting. Okada's a former champion, and Luke Razorblade, two-time champion. Just both are fantastic. And they'll definitely put up a competitive fight. And look at Styles. Oh, wow. What a move there. And going for a pin on John. And Crimson slams Williams' head right on the mat. And Crimson eliminates William. So William will fall anywhere from 6 to 10. I usually think if you're in the final three, you did pretty good. Of where your position is. It's better if you're in the final two. But the final three is still pretty good. Because even in the final three, you could be 20. It's a possibility. You could be number 20. So you could at least be in the final 10 of the Rumble. And Ryan trying to submit John, not working out well there. John just takes him down. Already 5 stars. You're going to see a lot of that tonight. And of course, our main event will be Charlie Bronson and Devin versus Luke Razorblade and Okada, which will be a crazy killer main event. Both the champion and the number 1 contender are out for blood tonight after the twice they've been attacked. Well, one for each, but. And look here, you got a pin going on, but it cannot be dealt with because of that long submission. And I wonder if Styles can still get this pin. And he does. Wow. So it looks like Ryan will be next. That is eliminated. We are down to 3. And let's see if Crimson can take down John, and a kick out there. look at John. Crimson with another kick out. Look at Crimson attacking John. And Styles eliminates Crimson, so Crimson will fall anywhere from 16 to 20. So one of these two will have a good position in the pay-per-view. It's down to the GM versus John. Or John Michael DeSanta. Styles with the knee to the head on John. And John, oh my goodness, these headbutts. They are super deadly. Super deadly headbutts by John. What a night it's been. A good kickoff to this night for sure with this match. And it's down to the GM and John here, and we'll see what happens. John already has an advantage going into the Rumble. He is a super heavyweight. He's one of the, I think he's one of two super heavyweights that are going to participate. There might be some more, but as far as we know two are going to be in there for sure. And John throwing Styles up in the air. And Styles lands. And it is over. It is over. John wins, and he is going to have a great position at the Rumble. And not only does he have that advantage, he has a size advantage as well. He has a good shot of winning it all, basically. So this is going to be crazy. And what a victory by John. What a victory. And this is our second Rumble spots. Our second six-man match. We got Judd, we got Luther, Marcus, Eli, Jay, and JR. So, great. Another great lineup. And then we will go to our main event. Probably not going to focus on any we're not going to focus on any promos tonight, probably. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Something could happen at the end. But it is going to be a long night. So, yeah, I don't think anything will. And look at Jay with the DDT there on Luther. And Marcus slamming Judd. And yeah, all three Rumbles it's going to be crazy. It's going to be, and it's always cool because it's going to be very exciting. We're probably going to see some people that we don't expect to see. And a lot of surprises, especially on a couple of especially the other two brands, are going to be loaded with surprises. So we don't know what all we're going to get there. But And look at Marcus throwing in some strikes on Judd. We got Jay in this matchup. We got both Marcus and Luther. That's a tag team. They're both going to be butting heads in this. This is every man for himself. Yeah, I can already tell you there's not going to be a promo tonight. Yeah, this is going to be I mean, we're already over 20 minutes in. And we're only on match 1. I mean, well, we're technically on match 2, but we're just beginning. Luther dropping on Jay. Look at the combos. Takedown there on Jay. So after this episode, all brands will have one episode left, and then we will be going straight to the Rumble. And that's where the road to WrestleMania begins right after that. So we're getting closer to the end here. I don't know when we're going to get 24, but whenever we end, we end. I think we'll meet the deadline. I think we'll be ahead of the deadline. We'll just have to figure it out if we're a couple months before schedule. That'll give us more time to work with Mania, though, if we are ahead of schedule. And Luther going for the pin. Kick out there by Jay Glenn. Look at JR here. Oh, look at this. Going for a pin and a kick out there by Luther. Still no eliminations yet. And JR is going to the top rope. With the exception of Marcus, I don't think anyone's ever held the main title here. So it's going to be interesting to see what spots they get. Of course, not everyone's going to be happy with their spots. But it's completely fair. The winner, of course, will get a great opportunity. And we have our first elimination. Eli gets the elimination. And it is Jay. Jay is the first one eliminated. So we are now down to 5. And Luther and Judd kicks out. JR eliminates Marcus. So Marcus is the next one eliminated. So he'll fall anywhere between 6 and 10. So we're already down to 4. And some of these matches, they almost go like 20 minutes. They're crazy. That's why we're not going to have a main event promo tonight. We're gonna just have to shut anyone off. I mean, it's definitely going to be a crazy last match. We know what we're going to get there. Complete, nothing but bad tension between the two teams in the main event tonight. And Charlie Bronson started it. He started it, and it's only going to get worse. And by the Rumble, I'm sure he'll reveal his true hand. I'm sure he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve. He is the most dangerous stable that has ever been on this brand, for sure. I mean, we've had all kinds of people. We've had the Monarchy. We've had Dr. Educator. No one beats this team in the most destruction that they have caused, besides other brands outside of this one. And, of course, right now there's been a lot of issues between the Bureau and Unsub. Unsub and die. Yeah, that's nice. That's a very nice gesture, guys. Very nice gesture. That's just really sweet. And look at Judd here. So we got Luther. We got the United States champion Eli's here. The kick out there by Eli. And Luther throwing Judd around. Luther trying to get revenge for his tag team partner who was eliminated early in this. And a kick out there by Eli. None of these four have ever held the CTL title. None of these four have. So for any of these four, it would be a giant win. And Eli going to try to eliminate Luther here, and Luther with the kick out. Oh my goodness, Eli just destroying everyone with those steps. Look at, oh my goodness. JR tried to dive in there, but there was so much going on, he didn't hit anyone. Which is kind of odd. He should have been able to. And Luther going for the pin. And a kick out there by Judd. Luther, another kick out. Man, these four are really sticking it out here. They're trying to win this thing. They really want it bad. None of them have ever been the main champion. You have a U.S. champion here, a former U.S. champion and tag champion, and another former tag champion. I don't think Judd's won a title. Actually, I think he won the tag title once, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong about that. Oh, man, he just got powerbombed on brick. Oh, my goodness. Someone needs to stop doing brick barricades. Like, for real. You know, we don't want anyone injured on the job. That's the last thing we need. And a brick barricade, who thought of that idea? Oh, that's right. The interns thought of that idea because they think of ideas like that all the time. Brick barricade. What genius thought of that? I do like the moon floor. The moon floor is pretty nice. But a brick barricade? I feel like people, when they're undecided on like what they're going to have the interior as, they always just pick brick instead of just think it out of what's best for our wrestlers. You know, a brick barricade is not good for them. That is very unhealthy. And I need to speak to the GM about it and see what he can do about it, because I'm telling you, there's going to be lawsuit after lawsuit if we don't. I mean, we've been lucky that we haven't had one yet. Oh, and it looks like there's been another elimination. Luther has been eliminated. I didn't even notice. So we are down to 3. I was going on a rant. So Luther will fall anywhere between 11 and 15. And look at Judd slamming JR and has a pin combo with it. And JR has been eliminated. So he will fall anywhere between 16 and 20. And we are down to 2. It is Eli versus Judd. The U.S. champion versus Judd here. It'll be one of these two will get a great spot along with John, who won the first match tonight. And they will fall, the second place will fall anywhere from 21 to 25, and first place will fall anywhere from 26 to 29. And look at Eli with the strikes. My bad. And Judd, what a move. And going for the combo. Got the pin combo with it. And Judd with a big victory tonight. He really needed it. He really needed it. And this is a big win for Judd. So he's going to fall anywhere between 26 and 29. So that is good news for Judd. And a good victory for him, for sure. And of course, we are about to go to our main event. It has been a long night already with those 2 6-mans. They lasted a while, and this is our main event. And these two teams are going to beat the daylights out of each other. I mean, they are out for each other, for sure. Luke Razorblade was attacked at the pay-per-view by Bronson. Of course, Okada last week was attacked by Devin. And they were kind of thrown off guard too. And they did nothing. They did nothing to deserve this. And Bronson is trying to recruit people, and he's already recruited Devin. We don't know who else he's going to recruit. But they're probably going to show up at the Rumble with his shirts on. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. They're probably going to show up at the Rumble wearing that infamous shirt. And whoever wins between Okada and Luke Razorblade, they're anti this group. So that'll make it good. That's if the group wins. I mean, after seeing what John and Judd did here tonight, the odds are in their favor right now. And we may have to bring other people from other brands along in this Rumble. That is a possibility because of our lack of staff. And this is Falls Count Anywhere, 2 out of 3 falls. Look at Okada attacking Bronson's leg. Bronson's got the big hammer. Yeah, this is going to be personal. Hopefully no one gets hurt here. And, you know, Devin did not leave his brand. Of course, there's been rumors going around that they're going to have a massive layoff of that brand on the WTF, but we don't know yet. We don't know what's the truth. Nobody actually knows what they're talking about, and they need to keep their mouth shut before I go to the GM and get a civil suit started. Because spreading rumors in the locker room is unacceptable. We don't know if it's true or not. You know, we don't know if they may not be back next season. But, you know, I doubt if Devin heard any information beforehand. Because the GM has made nothing about this public. Nobody has spoken about this. This is all rumors. So believe nothing you hear and half of what you see. Unless you're the interns and then you believe everything you hear. Because that's what they do. And I'm sure this was I don't know who started the rumor, but I'm sure the interns had something to do with it. Those college kids need to mind their own business. They need to hit those books. That's what they need to hit. Instead of gossiping like a bunch of schoolgirls. Look at Bronson here. Wow. I mean, they are just tearing each other up. Both of these teams are. And after what we've seen, what they can do, who could blame them? I mean, we know how deadly this stable is, and it's only going to grow. Because I highly doubt if it's just Bronson and Devin. I think a lot more people are involved. They just haven't showed their true colors yet. And they're probably going to show them at the Rumble. Well, by then, we'll know who's all involved. Look at Okada. Oh, man, dropping in on Devin. We've had 3 big matches tonight. So big that we're not going to get a main event promo. I'm just declaring it now. Oh, man, look at Okada throwing in some strikes. And a kick out there by Devin. I like how you can see Devin in the dark. The glowing red pants. And look at Bronson here attacking Okada. And look at Bronson assisting his tag partner, breaking up that pin. And look at Luke Razorblade dropping Bronson on his head. And Okada, and a kick out there by Devin. Wow, what a kick out. That was crazy. And Okada doing flips now, and oh my goodness, Luke Razorblade is going to pay the price. And the question is, can Okada and Luke work together? They will not be friends at the Rumble. And that will be a match between those two. Because, you know, Okada is a former champion. And Luke Razorblade's held that title twice. And the last time he won it, The first time he won it, he held it for quite some time. And now he's back with it again. I believe he started out with it. Wait, I'm trying to think. I'm losing track of champions. It is so tough. It is so tough sometimes. I need like a history book of my champions. But I do know Okada has held the title before, but it's been a while since he's held the title, so he's definitely won. He definitely wants a shot. And after his win last week was historic. And look at Luke Razorblade here. Pulling Bronson's arm. This is Falls Count Anywhere. And look at Devin, another finishing move. And look at Luke Razorblade right on the pin. Good teamwork. Despite not being a stable. Great teamwork by these two. So I'm trying to think of all the roster and how we're going to fit 30. Because obviously these four are going to be a part of it. And then we had the 12 from earlier tonight. That makes 16. Then we have the Destroyers. That's 18. I would say we have at least maybe, I would say 6 other people we're not including. So we're already up to 24. And then we'll have to figure the rest out. I mean, 2 big kickouts there. We'll have to figure out the rest from there. Look at Devin, another finisher. This time on Luke Razorblade. He's got a good shot here, but Luke kicks out. And Luke is extremely resilient. So that is not a surprise there. Even though Devin has done a lot of damage to him, he's going to try this again. And it's still not going to work. Uh-oh. Here comes the Okada kick. And Bronson's going to eat that boot. Eat that boot. Oh, my goodness. And a kick out there by Bronson. Already 5 stars. We've seen nothing but 5 stars tonight. And wow, what a double kick out. That's crazy. A double kick out there. And Luke gonna try, and not even a 2. You gotta think that Devin, a former Universal Champion, it's not going to be that easy. And Devin's went to the dark side. He has. And who knows who else Bronson has influenced. It's just a matter of time before it's revealed. And Devin right on that submission. Look at the technique. then he just breaks up the submission. Really, he's really good. And then he just probably countered a finisher there from the looks of it. So Devin's a great fit to this roster. Of course, they needed some people. They definitely needed some people. And him being part of this roster is going to be a big addition. But the only problem is Charlie Bronson got to him first. And the tombstone there by Okada. Look at this. He's got a good shot at getting the point here. And he does. I don't care how tough you are. Getting your head dropped on the ramp? Yeah. And look at Okada. Another boot to the face. And look at, wow. He needs to be going for the pin. And Luke Razorblade's looking at him like, why did you not go for the pin there? They could have just now won. He should have went for the pin instead of doing dances. I know he's excited and he wants blood, especially after last episode. And Luke Razorblade. Oh my goodness, what a breakup by Bronson. Bronson just jumped right on that and saved his teammate. This guy is known for he fights a lot of people. Bronson's one of the toughest guys in the world. And Bronson going for the pin. And a kick out there by Luke Razorblade. Luke Razorblade's been hit with everything tonight. And he still will not give up. Oh my goodness, Okada just knocking both of those guys to the ground with the steps. We've seen the steps actually be used properly tonight. Congratulations. Congratulations, by the way, everyone. Eli did it earlier, I think. He did a great job with the steps. And now Okada doing a great job with the steps. I wish these other brands could watch what they have done and actually do that. Because most people just don't know what they're doing with the steps. They just pick them up and just launch them at people and half the time miss. And get themselves in more damage because they get hit before they can, throw the attack at their opponent. And look here, look at Okada. Oh my goodness, Suplex City. And look at Luke Razorblade. Uh-oh. Look at this. Oh my goodness. A double pin. Wow. So the champion and the number one contender worked great together. And they defeat Devin and Charlie. So there's definitely going to be some revenge on Unsubscribe and Die's part. But for tonight, the challenger and the champion win big.